Yeah. Hey, hey, how's everyone doing? How is everyone? Yo! Yo, Zafra! Yo, thank you for the sub! How's things going? Yeah. Hey, Slappy, what's up? Yo, tier 2! Oh my goodness, well thank you! Thank you, Zafra! Hey, Slappy, hey, Grambleberry, how y'all doing? Hey, Zogram, hey, Positronic, what's up? I'm honestly feeling really bad. Oh, gotcha. Well, everything, well, yeah, DM me if you need to, okay? Like, if you need somebody to talk to or anything like that. I know I'm streaming, of course, so I'd have to get to it later, but, like, yeah, hopefully something sorts out. I know you've been having a really rough go lately. Hey, Fatal, what's up? Well, I've just been exhausted with work. Yeah, I get that. Well, yeah, hopefully something can shake out soon. How y'all doing? I'm okay, cooking dinner. Oh, what's for dinner? Yeah, the axe emote. A quality emote. You know what? I wonder if Axe has ever noticed that we have an axe emote. Shaska. Shaska, what's Shaska? Oh. I'm like, I do not know. Oh! Oh, it looks good. I feel like I've seen this before, but I might not have recognized what it was called. Oh. It looks good. Yeah. I'll have to show this to White. Yeah. Oh, well, you have a great dinner, okay, Cramble? Did you update your outfit? It looks a lot more tactical looking and cute. Nope, I didn't change a thing. The last update was, May? May, because I updated for my birthday. Yeah. Makeup Resident 4 Remake released on the iPhone. Hey, very cool. Yeah. Playing some Baldur's Gate 3 with a friend, so mostly lurking. Hey, fair. Yeah. Just entering the last 2 hours of my shift at the factory. I'm free. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you definitely take it easy, okay, when you get home. I finally recovered from being double assassinated. Apparently. Yeah, oh my god, the callouts. Yeah. Double hit job on Hive. There are 2 different streams, right? Yeah, no, but no, White helped me add these pouches about, yeah, a few months back. Oddly enough, I really could be, like, using my original, like, my season 2 outfit a little bit more. Like, I could alternate between them. I actually do have a few small things I'd like to adjust, which will probably be for my, I guess, season 4 outfit? A few things that I'd like to adjust that actually I think were better in my original outfit. Yeah. Sitting here, wow, cool new outfit, because, like, what do you mean? It's been like this for 5 months. Pretty much. Yeah. I think it's the sleeves. Okay. Huh. Yeah, because, here. We'll go to comparison so you can see it against my previous outfit. They do pop a little bit more. I can definitely see it. There you go. So there would be like last season. Although it's not color corrected. No, this is color corrected, I guess. Hey Winter, how you doing? I tried to detail like the little cross mark on my top, but there it is. It is the sleeves, yeah. They're more detailed. I made the line work like pop a little bit more. Eevee, but not that time. Gotcha. So there's like some changes here and there. There's a bunch of red buttons, so they do. Which oddly enough was first added in with the bunny outfit. Which then I was like, yeah, I want these on my main outfit. Yeah, hair's much warmer now. Yeah, I think so too. I felt like the brown I was kind of like looking for was a little bit more like reddish, I guess, than what it is like was in previous last year, I guess. Lang, how you doing? How's this going? Also, how's the microphone? I made some further adjustments, and I'm hoping that it'll be a little bit better. I gotta have some beans. All right, here you go. You can have some beans too. Beans. Sounds fine so far? Good. I need to get around to clean up my hair textures. Yeah, I have to do the same thing, honestly. This has been like a point of that me and White have both been kind of, when it comes to my hair textures, the goods. Okay, so this is like a little behind the scenes, but when it comes to like my hair texture, me and White have both just kind of sat here and have been saying for 2 years that's like, we gotta update the texture, we gotta fix the texture, we gotta like do something with it, my hair texture. And it's just been us both saying it, but not doing like anything, just like looking at it, like tensely like sitting here, like slowly, like beads of sweat forming on the forehead, like we really gotta do something about that. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is streaming's very like, but you have to find the flow, you know. Sometimes like I know ages ago, back before I was a VTuber, I had like months where I just took downtime because it was just like, because I wasn't in the space for it, you know, wasn't in the mood for it. And I just had other things going on in my life at the time. Nowadays though, I feel I'm like pretty committed. Yeah. It's probably largely because like nowadays like streaming is so like intertwined with like all of my interactions, and just like, you know, it doesn't even feel like my days started until I've like started the stream basically. So whereas before I was a little bit more out on the go, that was like pre-COVID, and I mean sort of. I was more on the go sometimes. There's a few years there where it was just like definitely deep depresso feels. Hey, Wyatt, we're talking hair texture and how we both just like sit here and like sweat over the fact that neither of us really want to do the hair texture. Neither of us really want to touch it. One time I've actually streamed as a guest on someone else's channel. Well, here's something to consider. I know, for example, like Keed. Keed's like super, like, you know, he's absolutely, you know, the definition of a showsman. But like, he realized he just doesn't like streaming that much himself. He's like, I'd rather just be a guest on other streams. And you know what? He kind of leaned into that, and he kind of just enjoys doing that. So like, he's a guest on my stream, and he's been a guest on a few other people's streams, and that's kind of his energy that he likes. He enjoys that. Doesn't enjoy like the rigmarole of like trying to run a stream himself, and nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the streamers call Inkeyed as elite mercenary. Here, just one sec. I got a perfect thing for this. Please, it's gotta exist. Come on. Where is it? Yeah, jeez. I gotta find this because it's important now. Oh, come on. How is this not like the first result This is a failure on search engines. More. Oh, whatever. Okay. Anyways, yeah, he just should like Potemkin drop in. Like, he should just drop a crate and he just bursts out of it. That's how Keed rolls. Yeah, Keed's a recurring guest character. Exactly. How does nobody get this like clipped? It's such a useful thing to have clipped. God damn. It's such a good opening for a character too. I should really consider this, to be honest. Nothing wrong with that. And the thing is, here's like I think some of the interesting part about approaching being just like a guest on other people's streams is you don't have to worry about all the nuances of like maintaining an audience, you know, advertising, the just daily run of, you know, streaming, putting on the shows, all the plan. You don't have to do all that stuff. You can take like a kind of more bite-sized approach to it, where it's like, well, I'll check out and see if I can join said person for their stream this week, and maybe this next week I'll join another person, and it gives you a lot more time to like refine your character. It gives you a lot more time to work on like other things, I think. So, want to know something cool, Code? I got the 3 separate ingredients to make Lunchable crackers. Ham, cheese, they're amazing, and have some cheese. Thank you. Damn, they sell Lunchables individually? What? Just going into the supermarket and just being like, Lunchable components! Unbelievable. Just like holding a piece of cheese, just like, I can't believe they sell this individually. All right, here. No. Yeah. I can't believe it. Yeah. Oh, you gotta make Lunchables? Are you gonna make Lunchables, Slappy? I was like, hey cat, how you doing? Lunch play. Oh my god. Very good. How have I not been able to find a GIF of this? That's shocking. To be fair, there's a lot of really... Potemkin is very, like, clippable, very, like... You can make a lot of good GIFs of Potemkin, because he's just... This is true about most grapplers, honestly, in fighting games, because they just, they have big, dynamic, interesting moves. So they're always interesting. Oh well, whatever. Anyways, that's Keed, reoccurring guest character. Hey, can a doctor diagnose me over a phone? This is out of my lane. Because I asked to be tested for autism, and he said, I don't know how he can make that conclusion over the phone. I'm gonna get, yeah, I don't think they can make that, over the phone. And a doc, like, to get, like, actually, like, test it, usually requires a very specific type of doctor, I think. Not just any doctor can test for that. They would have to, like, arrange and, like, forward you to the person that would probably do that to get, like, officially tested. But that is way out of my lane. That's so, like, I can't offer any actual advice on this. Gotta say this, have a safe and enjoyous Catmas New Year, Boxing Day. Please be kind to the animals, especially cat girls. Aw. Well, you too, cat. You have a good holidays, alright? There's a lot of work I want to do on my model, but I feel like I've hit the limits of my skill set for now. That's fair. I get that. I felt like I hit my limits like a while back, and then honestly, the big thing that helped me push forward with my limits, and still, like, I still am learning a lot, is White. Because White excelled a bit beyond where I was, and she was able to kind of help levy me up to kind of the next tier of, like, work. This is a lot of work, so I've been practicing drawing. Yeah, my psychiatrist basically diagnosed me face to face without doing tests, but the difference here is autism is specialization, and seeing my psychiatrist for a couple months by that point. Yeah, and that's probably more, a more clear indicator, probably. It's not just something you can just like ask any doctor. Koga I feel free, how you doing? But yeah. And also as a VTuber, it's also not something I can diagnose. Believe it or not, VTubers have like there is limitations to our power. People don't believe it, but yeah, it is a thing. I am in fact not a trained medical professional. Like, any advice I ever give on, like, anything always comes with the ginormous asterisk that this is just me talking from my own experiences, and that it should be taken with, like, a grain of salt. Like, you'll see me sometimes give, like, advice about HRT stuff. Once again, grain of salt. But it's, like, that is something I have, like, a level of experience with, and because of the nature of HRT not always being, like, the most accessible knowledge base for a lot of people, I try to do what I can to offer what knowledge I've acquired, if that makes sense. But once again, not a replacement for talking to an actual trained professional. So, and that should always be an asterisk that I feel like it goes without saying, but sooner or later, hey Nico Arc, yeah, Incline. I feel like sooner or later I'm gonna have to. Further. You are punching me in the face. She's punching and kicking me in the head. Yeah. Sooner or later, I'm probably gonna have somebody like throw down and call me out for that. Rather than what I was looking for. But I feel like it's a big thing. Big field. Something that might be a benefit to you is hopping onto an autism community like Autism Translated and seeing what the discussion is there. I was asking questions yourself. That's true. And I do understand that like autism and a lot of other things like for hey, safety vest. Yeah, hey Lily, how you doing? Yeah, sha. Yeah, I like that one too, Winter. It's my favorite too. So like, I do understand this is true about a lot of things in the medical world that they're often gatekept, and getting an actual diagnosis for things is actually really, really hard and really expensive. And because of that gatekeeping, sometimes the best you can hope for is like doing as much reading yourself as you can on the subject. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? It was the safety vest. Is right here. Something you might want to consider asking about is whether it's worth getting a formal diagnosis. True. And there's like reasons to do that and reasons not to do that, from what I understand. I know like one of my local friends went through the process of getting diagnosed with ADHD. And on one hand, it gave them access to better medications, but it was also a very expensive testing process, and it was very like long-winded. So, thank you. It was very long-winded, so that's not for everybody, of course, and not everybody's gonna have the money to do that. Like, I was like diagnosed with like learning disabilities, and like basically at the time they were like ADHD but without like the hyper component per se, like not to the degree at the time. They were like probably not to like the full extent, but that was like when I was like 7, and it basically is just in paperwork attached to like school, so it's like I have no actual official diagnosis for anything like that. So like to get further medication, I would not be able to do that. Like, I don't think I could pull up those files and be like, hey, I was like diagnosed way back here. The other thing is like autism is the kind of thing where you have to be where having a real diagnosis can be detrimental. Yes, true. Because particularly shitty doctors can deny you treatments because you can't make decisions for yourself. True. And I've heard that because of getting diagnosed, it can also like rule you out of certain things. Even like you have to be conscious of doing that. Diagnosed, exactly. You have to be really conscious of the potential problems it may cause. This is especially problematic for things like gender affirming surgery. Yes, yeah. I was gonna get to that point, but that's also a really important one to understand too. And I know, like, for example, like, kind of in the same like field that we're talking about, I know like if you go on like disability, for example, like that sometimes rules out your access to what you can do with your money. Even like I know in a lot of places you can't save money if you're receiving disability. So like that might not always be appropriate for every single person. So you know, there's a lot of different like things that have to be taken into account. I gotta do that too. I'm saying I have 1 million channel points. I gotta come up with some sick new redeems. Clearly. I don't know what to do. I need to come up with some cool redeems for everybody. In the US, yeah, this includes assets in addition to money, yeah. And I know even in Europe that's an issue for some people if they go on disability. Because I have a couple friends in Europe that are on it, and they're like, yeah, like they can't become an affiliate on Twitch. They can't partner on Twitch because it would be a source of income that would push them over the line. So they literally can't do that stuff. In the US, if you're diagnosed past age 21, like it's hard to get benefits. Can confirm. Yeah, I have 85k channel points because I lurk in bed overnight. Aw. 1 million. I'm here at 31k. I think I have way too many. No. To be fair, Hive's been here for like basically since the beginning. So, basically the beginning of my VTuber days. Because I think actually Hive was here for like a few streams before I was a VTuber, and then when I was a VTuber. So like right at the very start. Yeah. Yeah, here for the crossover. Oh my god, big fish. Sorry, I'm just side-eyeing my timeline. But anyway, so that's the best I can really offer as far as advice on that front. I was here to witness for him murdering people in Paneled Upon. Hey Paper, how you doing? Yeah, so that's the gist of that subject. Like I said, don't feel that you need to get diagnosed for something like that. Oftentimes, if you do the reading and you feel that it's like, yeah, this sounds like me, sometimes it's like
suggested for general audience.
As much of that's like as much as a person needs to kind of understand better where they are. Yeah. Oh. Can I not swear for 5 minutes? Good. Diagnosis trans. Not even a joke. It's not even a joke. Oh. Have we figured out what happens if you win? Impaneled upon against white? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happens if I win. This is the problem with this particular redeem is I have a good answer for if I lose, which is I just give you a roll for extra cheap, which is cool. That I think is fair. But I don't know what to do for if I win. How do I reward myself, you know? Aw, thank you. Yeah. I still think you should win Chaz to do squats for 3. Do 3 squats. Maybe. Yeah. Aw, Zafra. Oh yeah, what is it? Yeah. So the other week I ordered a really cute dress and it arrived today and it is very, very cute. Yeah. It fits great. It's silly, but like I really like it. Yeah. I've been like, so I've like been eyeballing this dress like online for like 3 months, and I've just been like, I can't justify it. I can't justify it. Yeah. Can't do soft pets. I can't do soft pets. It makes me blush. Aw. Yeah, it's been. Oh, I mean, like it's been way longer, but like I've been like really close to buying it, and just like, you know, pulling the trigger on it and buying it for like 3 months. And yeah, I did get the dress. It was really, really cute. Like, yeah, gonna put away my laptop and get ready for bed. Absolutely, Winter. It was nice hearing from you. I know you're often around and you know, just lurking and listening. But you know, I'm glad to glad to get some, you know, chat back and forth with you. So you go get some rest, okay? I told my psychologist that I didn't feel legit as a trans person. That's like, yeah, that's every trans person. Psychologist was like, you have been experimenting with feminine pronouns for 3 years. Oh my god. And you've been constantly feeling better and better for you, and you're constantly having more and more, you've been consistently having more and more dysphoria about masculine stuff for 3 years. Look, you know what? You're trans there. Professional said it. Like, here's the thing. Here's like the blunt version of it. Like, non-trans people don't question if they're legit trans. You know what I mean? Like, cis people don't question being trans. They just don't. It's not something they think of. Like, you don't have to experience dysphoria to be trans. You don't have to be on meds to be trans. You don't, like, you know, you don't. So it's one of those things. It is like a personal journey, of course, but it is something that a lot of trans people get stuck on the idea that's like, I just don't feel legit. I don't feel like, you know, I feel like, you know, people, they get stuck on this hurdle of, I learned all that after, yeah. But like, it's a real wall. It's a real wall for people. I definitely get that, and I know I've seen so many people that get like tripped up by it because it's just like, well, what if I'm not? And it's like, yeah, but like cis people, like they really don't think about this stuff. They don't question it. Like, a cis person is gonna be more like, just, they're gonna be comfortable in their own skin, basically, as far as that goes. They're never gonna question it. And it's not even about discomfort even, because like, you can be, once again, you can be trans without dysphoria. I know I experienced dysphoria to, dysphoria definitely like helps make it a little bit more clear, I think, by moments, just because like, you'll feel something is just wrong, and it's like, why, and you're more likely to pick away at it. But at the same time, I know like, by moments I've experienced dysphoria, whoa, that was really loud. I've experienced dysphoria, but hey, I made it. I think I made it. I don't think I swore. Learned all that after. It's also like, you don't gotta be a certain threshold of trans to want hormones. Absolutely. Or change things up. Absolutely. And the thing is, if you simply want to take hormones, you should be allowed. Like, I've known people that don't necessarily identify as trans, but they're like, they're like, I see what hormones have done for you, and I really like that. And they're like, what if I did start hormones? I'm like, it's your body. You should be allowed to do what you want with it. Yeah, so they still identify as mass, but they're like, they're taking estrogen. So it's, you know, it's all about what you want, what makes you comfortable in your own skin, right? Yeah, lie your ass off, the doctors get hormones and shit is great. Yes. Once again, once again, here I am, asterisks about medical advice. There's absolute HRT femboys, absolutely. And the thing is like, I know even for myself, because like, I tend to go very like middle of the road. It was really hard by moments for me to like unweave the mental process of where I am, because I was like, for a while I was like, maybe I'm a femboy, and then like for a while I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I'm a trans girl, and then I was like, you know what, like I understand where the confusion is, because I think I'm like a trans girl, but I'm a bit of a tomboy, so I'm like in a weird like, I'm like on this weird S-curve of like being trans. So I'm not always like going hyper femme, which also means that I'm like, if they're gonna, it's like I've said before, like, I'm like, the time Google called me femboy of the year or whatever, or at least the title that I came up with, that I was like, Google said that I was the best femboy, so I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna wear that as a, like, I'm wearing that as a medal on my chest, so to speak. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Drill down 50 layers of nuance that wind up all basically the same fucking thing exactly. If I had a chart, I could draw a circle of the area I'm in, but it would be really hard to put a dot on that chart where I am. Like that might better convey like the nuance of it. Like I feel very akin to like femboys. That's still true to me. But at the same time, like I feel that I am firmly, if like I feel completely comfortable saying I'm a trans girl. So and I don't think you having to be in a single individual place. You don't have to do that. You can be liquid, you know, you can be fluid, you gender fluid, right? Friends have all called me a woman several times, and one of my friends has called me princess more than once. In fact, I'm a man, but I do talk and hang out with women, or gem femme women, a lot. So maybe just absorb the energy. I mean, if you like that aspect of things, if you like your friends being like, yeah, you know, calling you that, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with enjoying that. Just a minor announcement, but I feel like someone here in the chat would see this and have it change their life, so it's mildly important. And I see the words garlic bread. Garlic bread, grilled cheese. Are you not making your grilled cheese garlic bread? What? Don't of course you do that. That's like an important step for a good grilled cheese, is to make it into garlic bread. But like, yeah, we're talking about trans feels, which is also one of the reasons why like I often like question, especially as of like the last year or two, I'm like, I do feel like I have some non-binary feels. I haven't firmly like you know, attached a non-binary tag to my chest just yet, but there's feelings there where I'm like, that feels very comfortable. And the thing is as you explore gender, as you explore it and go farther into it, as you open the door and like explore and be free with it, you'll move around and you'll find what is ultimately most comfortable. I don't mind it, but sometimes my brain go cray in a good way or cray in a bad way. Like if you don't like people calling you that, definitely call them out. But if you're like, hey, you know what? I kind of about that. Nothing wrong with owning that. That is a-okay. Even before I was like firmly like questioning or firmly outwardly presenting, I guess. Before I was outwardly presenting, like it wasn't an unknown fact that it's like I had a very feminine approach to how I was. Like that was known in my friend circles. Like, you know, and I owned it at the time. It didn't bother me. Like, you know, there was the moment of, hey, that's you always playing cute girl characters. Is there something up there? And it's like I just really like playing cute girl characters. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, that was my approach at that time. That was okay for that moment in time. That's all right. Yeah, non-binary tag coworker helped me find the work, provided they them badge, and then I wasn't prepared for asking him asking me what my pronouns were. Oh, gotcha. Did you get the badge? You should get the badge. Yeah. I mean, like, the thing is let's be real, sometimes we're so, like, I know, like, when I was working out in the world, nobody ever asked pronouns. So, like, when somebody asks me my pronouns, it's still like, oh, like, it's kind of refreshing. So, I get that, but it doesn't, I'm not always, like, in step with it at all times. So, but yeah, I did get my dress. It's very cute. It's hyper femme because I also lean hyper femme by moments, and it is super cute. It is, no, I don't have any pictures I want to show just yet. Partly because, like, I'm still, it's a little, will you describe the dress? No, not yet. It's definitely, like, super, like, femme. There's, because I was like, you know what? I kind of want the most femme dress, you know? I just want to know. And you know what? Kind of really hit for me. Hey Chitty, how you doing? So, like, I ordered it, and you know what? I put it on, and I was like, you know what? This is really cute. Yeah, I'm always very femme, yes, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you can go, like, I know, like I said, I waver where, you know, it's like I said, I'm very much the S-curve of, like, gender. I can't put a point for gender, but if you can put a point for gender, there's nothing wrong with that. Go for it. Like, things that you can do. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Like, if you can put a point on that chart, go for it. For me, it's a circle. Like I said, like, there's, like, I have, you know, my kind of femme tomboy approach, which that's, like, you know, a smaller version of the circle, but, like, at one point, you know, I was like, you know, maybe I'm a femboy. And then I was like, well, I you know, grew from there. And, you know, I have non-binary qualities, and I'm a trans girl, and I am sometimes a bit of a tomboy, and I also sometimes lean high femme, which eventually when I show a picture of this dress, you'll be like, oh my god. I will say this, it's very large though, way bigger than I was expecting. It makes me realize my room is really small because I can basically take like 3 steps in my room, and then I'm just like knocking shit over. I'm like, oh my god. like I wanted to take a few photos of it, so I set up my lighting and stuff, and I was just like, nope, knocked over my lighting, knocked over like my mirror, knocked over all this shit off a table, and I'm like, this is like way too big. Yeah. Pink ribbon lasers, yes. So it's fun though. There's a problem with bigger skirts, yeah. It is like very firmly, like I will say this is very firmly a princess style dress. So it is like hoop skirt and everything. And like I've never wore that before. This is one of those like trans things that I feel like a lot of trans girls like get tripped up, or not tripped up by, but like they have feelings about, is that they've never like they maybe didn't get to do prom stuff, you know, things like that. And you know, having like a really cute, I was fortunate that back in like 2013, actually before I was even firmly presenting an out, me and a few friends had like a classy night where we all, you know, got dressed up and we went out for a really nice supper and played pool and did some general things. Actually, coincidentally, it was the day, I know the exact day it happened because it was right before Pokemon XY came out. So we all went like the next morning, we all went out to EB Games like fully dressed, and they were like, "Wow, this is the best dressed launch we've ever seen for a game." And but it was like my first time getting to wear like an actual like fancy dress, so it kind of scratched a little bit of that prom itch. Yeah, I have a fancy prom like dress I got a while ago on sale and I've never actually wore it. Like, and that's the thing, you should like do it. Like, just try it. Just I know for me, like really like scratching this. I'm seeing if I can find a photo of it. There's a very it's around here somewhere. There's a very funny photo. Oh yeah, I have actually, here's one. I have my face like blocked out for it, but keep in mind this is like 2013, and this is like before I was like presenting. Definitely not. So you have to. This is like 2013, before I was like firmly out. But the joke, of course, the pitch was that my group was largely like male friends, so it was like, you know what, we need some cute dresses in this mix. So I was like, I went out and found a cute dress at a used clothing store, and so I bought it, and a lot of the like jewelry and stuff was like lent to me by friends. The bangles are my mom's, and you know what, I was really cute. This would be 4, 5, 6 years before I started hormones. Yeah, I've worn my Morticia dress a few times, even for to work for Halloween. Hell yeah! But having a big fluffy dress is really fun, and I'd recommend it to anybody. You just if you just like it, do it. And that's what this most recent, the dress that I bought in a few weeks ago that arrived today. That's what it was. It was a case of, you know what? I've been like eyeballing this dress for like a long time. I should just fucking buy it. Yeah. Like, just do it. Yeah. You know what? I feel pretty good about it. Yeah. Girl, the dress is amazing on you. I'm ever so tempted to like. It's really cute. Yeah, and yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, is like, just like, do things that make you happy. And I know, like, I'm coming from this from like a perspective of a trans girl, but like this goes the other direction too. Like when it comes to, you know, being mass or even non-binary, if you have things that just like make you feel like gender euphoric, or, you know, for whatever reason, like, do it. Because occasionally my brain likes to wonder whether I would prefer male or female. Do it. Like, just follow that thread. I love being male because that's how I grew up, but there's lots of things I would, and you know what? You can be male and still have feminine qualities and enjoy feminine things. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Grew up, but it's how I grew up. There's a lot of things I'd rather get the fem side of. Absolutely, and you can pick and choose this stuff. The thing is like, when it comes to gender, like, you know, fuck anyone that's a cop. Like, this is one of those things that it's like totally up to you what you want to do, how you want to explore. If you want to paint your nails and that makes you feel good, do it. Like, if you want a cute dress, do it. Contemplate many times, to the point that I've actually chosen a fem name that I've told 2 people, hey, there you go. Like, and if you want to have a mass name and a fem name, and you just want to, like, you know, if it's just like, today this is what I'm going by, you know, pursue that. Do it. Do what makes you feel good. Learning to dress for my body shape did wonders for my self-image and gender presentation. Yes. Yeah, and I get that too. Like, I know I'm, you know, body, but it's one of those things that it's like, there's things that I've, like, outfits that I've put on, and it's like, you know what, this makes me feel really good because, you know, it's seeing myself in kind of a new light, and it makes me realize like where I am with my body. Also planning Claire Redfield cosplay. Hell yes! For the next Edmund Expo this September. That's Claire's so good. Yeah, you kill that. You'll do so good. Who needs them? I can't live without them. They're just like us. I tried femininity unironically for a bit, and it was like a switch flipped in my brain. Flavor, brain, abandoning my masculinity and never look back. And that's the thing, right? When you explore these like aspects of gender, you'll realize that it's like, you know, you don't have to be like, just because something always was doesn't mean it's how it always has to be. You know what I mean? You'll sometimes find something that's just like, wow, this feels really like just right to me. It's like putting on, you know, how to put it? Like sometimes it's just like, it's the difference between something that just doesn't feel like it fits right and just a perfect fit. And sometimes you're looking for that perfect fit. Sometimes you don't even know something doesn't fit right until you try something else. Which, you know, that's why I really advocate for like experimenting with like your gender expression. Because I think that a person might not know, and that's, once again, that's dress. Like I said, I tend to lean a little bit more like trans girl tomboy, but like this really cute dress really like, I put it on and it's hyper femme, and I'm just like, you know what, this actually feels really good. You know, and that's probably a sign I need to like maybe treat that aspect of me a little bit better. To be fair, I know with like COVID and I not going out anymore, like there's a lot of days that go on where I'm not really like, I'm femme, but I'm not like pushing it super hard. The one thing that like I almost always do is I always do my eye makeup, but you know, it's not unusual to just kick around the house for days and just like cargos and shorts and stuff like that. And you know, I clearly need to be like doing more. It's got me thinking that I really should get some nail polish. Maybe I'll buy some in the new year and try doing my nails. Yeah, but yeah, that's why I dress the way like I do and present like I do, because it feels good wearing skirts and bright colors. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Even just like, that's like such a huge thing with femme clothes, is that the color range just feels so much stronger. It's so good. Not that there isn't with mask clothes, but like it is nice. It is like more kind of, I feel like widely there. I have been thinking about painting my nails black. Hell yeah, do it. I ironically have a list of cosplays I want to do, and they're all women. Hell yes, do it. I'm like, let me think. Even before I was out, I had one of the first cosplays I did for a fighting game convention, fighting game tournament was Tao Kaka, because it's my main character, and I wanted just for fun. I was like, what if I cosplay my characters that I play, and you know, make that, you know, extra fun for the convention or convention tournament, I guess. And you know, I enjoyed doing that. It was really cute. I don't think I have a picture right here. I have a very small picture that's like on my desktop. I cosplay Poison, a kid. Hell yeah, nice. Oh, Poison's so good. The other day I was in an elevator, another one came on and said, I look like I was ready for a party. And I was just like, this is what I look like every day. I just like being colorful. Hell yeah. Yeah, every day can be a party. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Ah, my goodness, I'm having really good like gender feels right now. I'm just like resonating right now. But no, that's the thing. Cosplay is a really fun like way to engage. Like I should really consider writing something or talking about that, where I think that like cosplay and crossplay and stuff like that are really interesting ways to engage like gender exploration in a way that feels perhaps more safe and engaging for a lot of people. Like I wouldn't say like it didn't like vastly speed up the wave, because it was gonna happen for me no matter what, I think, but like it did give me like an initial like starting point where I could kind of like grip onto, and then it was kind of a little bit of just like, for a while, even though I wasn't firmly out, it was like a known thing that it's like, if there's any kind of formal thing or costume thing or anything like that, you know, Code, she always goes with femme characters and stuff like that. And I was just like, hell yeah, I do. like it's never that I didn't own it, but it was just that it was like, I eventually had to very firmly say, it's like, okay, everybody, gather around. I'm trans, and then it was like, okay, like everybody was like, okay, yeah, well, that absolutely makes sense. And it's like, I remember at the time I made the reference that it was like, I know, like, coming out now and just bluntly saying it is kind of like fingers in the dam at this point. Like, people have known that, like, there was definitely something there, I'm sure. The more funny one to me is, hey Zeno, how you doing? The more funny one to me was, what was I gonna say? When my friend circle at the time, one of my friends was just like, oh, I just assumed you were like asexual, you just didn't engage in any of that. I'm like, what? No. And I was like, no. Why would you assume that? I thought I'm over here like, I thought I was just the abundantly horny one. Turns out I wasn't. I apparently wasn't broadcasting any of those signals. Go figure. Hey Soup, how you doing? Hey Zeno, what's up? When I came out, so many people were like, yeah, that checks out. Yeah, and that's a pretty normal reaction usually by the time, like, that's sort of when it does finally happen sometimes. I think it's just a normal thing for a lot of people to dress not very colorful, yeah. And I'm guilty of that, yeah. The abundantly horny one sounds like a convenient Covenant in Dark Souls. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. It does. We're in my office, wears very desaturated colors, darker light colors, but little color. I show up in bright top, pink skirt with hearts on, big pink sandals, and my pink hair, and always the most colorful, but an order of magnitude. Yeah, so easily forgotten to stop menu. Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds about right. But when Kim was trans to my sister, she was passed. Because I was trans, because I was the seventh person to continue the trend of coming out to her in her bedroom. I see. She's just like, she's just ready for it. Yeah, I know. When I came out as trans, I was like, I was a little bit of like the, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like, I feel like a lot of people probably agree. I was a little bit of like the linchpin, where like a lot of people came out as trans like shortly after me, and then like, you know, just a lot of just general gender exploration I think happened with a lot of people, which I think is a good thing. Like, getting to explore gender I think is really just a good thing. And this is years before either of us came out. Gotcha. Oh, like, well, before that, people were like, it's like you're a girl, and my ex who later came out as trans mask is a boy about a relationship. That was years before either of us came out. Oh my god. I had a similar experience with one of my closest friends online, one of my oldest friends online, Cooge. Me and Cooge grew up, like, we were, I think we ran into each other online when we were like 13, 14-ish. And for like 10 I think 10, 12 years later, we both came out as trans, and Kuj, of course, is trans mass, and I'm trans femme. So it was like really interesting how we both kind of intertwined. We were such close friends for so long, and it was probably obvious that there was like that kind of thing there, but it was like, yeah, it didn't happen until I think we were like 24, 25-ish. Yeah, so it was about 10 years later. Kid is the local kitchen man of legend. Kuj is the local Kuj of legend. I mean, Kuj doesn't actually live near me. Kuj lives in a different country, but like Kuj is absolute. Kuj is like a cryptid of legend. Like he is like some kind of like Kuj local Kuj to Kuj space, yes. People were on me in fucking elementary school, but I didn't figure that shit out until my mid-20s. That's fair. I know, like, it was something I thought about in school, but it was like, I didn't have language at the time. Only a few of us are local, that's true. Hey, Samurai. I did think about it in school, but it was like, a large part of it was, back then, was there wasn't a lot of language around it for me to understand the feelings I was feeling. So, it was hard for me to understand, like, things like gender expression, stuff like that. Like, so, like, I could kind of tell there was something going on, but I didn't have language for it, and it made it hard to decipher what it is. Which is, once again, why things like gender expression, gender presentation, gender in general should be taught in schools, because, like, it historically hasn't been, and it makes it very, very hard on trans people, because you're not taught any of this, right? And because you're not taught any of this, not having words to think about it exactly, like, I could tell, like, in school, can confirm they don't teach it in schools here. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, is they should absolutely teach it in schools, because the thing is a lot of trans people, of course, like, they experience immense dysphoria, they experience, like, confusing feelings that they don't have words for, and they don't know who to talk to, and, like, even just having, like, the fact that, like, trans people are so much more visible now, I think is so immensely, like, that would have made such a difference, like, 20 years ago for me, if, like, trans people were more, like, widely visible back then. But, of course, this goes into the whole, like, politics and the school system and this and that. That's another whole kettle of fish to get into. But I think it's absolutely something that should be taught in schools, because it's like, I'm trying to think of the exact word I'm looking for, but it's like a type of erasure, the fact that they don't, like, talk about, like, gender in schools and this sort of stuff. It's, I don't know. Like, once again, I don't want to get into the whole kettle of fish, but it's like a cis heteronormative society. It's like it's a really good example of how, like, a cis heteronormative society, fails LGBTQIA+ people. Toasty, what's up? My trans girlfriend, yes. Aw, very good. I'm like, you too. Gosh. My ex was always like, you wouldn't make a. Wait, my ex was always like, you wouldn't make a very pretty girl. You wouldn't make a very pretty girl. And one, the trans woman we knew, a mutual friend, was like, give me 5 minutes with him, I'll change your mind. Oh my god. Wow, that's a powerful moment. Which was maybe one of the first cracks. Yeah, that's kind of taking a hammer to the egg. But also, I'm glad my ex was extremely wrong. Oh my goodness, how good's my night? It's going good. We're on a wild ride about talking about gender expression, trans life, coming out, that sort of stuff right now. Wasn't my intention. How long? We're an hour into the stream. But wasn't my intention, but sometimes you gotta go with the flow, right? You gotta follow where the conversation is. Where's my transistor? Speaking of trans, actually it's a capacitor now that I think about it. That's why I can't find it. You know? Yeah, it happens, and yeah, there you go. Like yeah, hey, it is a capacitor, not a transistor. Speaking of gender stuff I need, yeah. Honestly, I'm very grateful I got into VRC. Open my eyes to the trans community so much. Aw, that's very good. Yeah. I mean, I think VRC is like a really interesting thing. I know I don't do it myself, but maybe someday. But it's something that maybe someday I'll jump into VRC. But I think VRC is fucking amazing because like it's opened a whole new world for a lot of 2S LGBTQIA plus people, because like, you know, you can go in and like explore your gender in like a safe environment. I know it's virtually, but like, I mean, like this is more than what people had 10 years ago, right? It's more than what people had before, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Like you can go into VRC and just create, like, have a body that's like, I just want to see what this body is like and try it. Like, my God, that's like amazing to me. Yeah. It was kind of a pretty new dress and is getting good gender feels. I am. I got a new dress today, and it is, pardon me, it's a silly dress, but I really, really like it. It's really, really cute, and it definitely, I've never worn anything like it, so it really hits me kind of uniquely hard in the gender feels that I've never really. What kind of dress? It is absolutely a princess dress. Like, it is, like, I know it's like silly, it's not a dress I would wear out, or I have really any purpose. This is one of the things that kept me from buying it, was I have no real purpose to wear this dress. I have nowheres to go to wear it. I have nowheres, nothing. Feeling like Elfelt. It does feel a little bit like Elfelt. Yeah. Like, and I don't know, it just really hits. Do I see myself going that direction? Does it? No, but I like having it. Take you somewhere where you can wear it. Aw, well, thank you. I love the fact that I'm able to talk to you guys while being able to grind character experience in Ever Crisis. Makes the grind go faster. Oh, gotcha. A princess dress for women. Oh my God, I wish somebody would princess carry me with it. That would be so cute. Oh, it would absolutely. Oh, it would flip up. It would not be. It would be cute, but it would be dangerous. It's like the first time. It actually has like a hoop skirt, so like it's my first time ever wearing something like that, and it's like, oh, this is like, yeah. Hey, Floppable, how you doing? Where do you think Lolita fashion came from? It's essentially just because I want to wear it. Oh, absolutely, but it's like this is like distinctly not like even Lolita. You could like go out and wear like for day fashion. Just it's like today is like the day I'm gonna be extra fashionable. This is like you can't go out wearing this. Yeah, pretty clothes. Yes, Evlopable has this going. A skirt with a threat radius. It does. It absolutely has a threat radius. Like I said, I can take like 3 steps in this room with it on before I'm just knocking shit over, which is like really annoying, but also really funny. And it also kind of a little bit discouraging because it's just like, it's that puffy and big. Yeah. Like, to be fair though, I don't have a very big room. People that may have seen my room in photos, it looks way bigger than it actually is. There's very little walking space in my room. Like, there's a reason a lot of my photos and things are like on a bed, because like the bulk of my room is like bed. Like, is not very big space. Puffy skirts skirt makes me a happy demon. Yes. So anyways, but it's really cute. I'll have to find a way to justify wearing it somehow. Not gonna lie, that's why I want to get some petticoats for my dresses. Yeah. Make more puffy. Yeah. Like I wear a lot of skirts. Like that's part of this, is I wear a lot of skirts, and if I wear dresses, they tend to be shorter dresses. I've never wore like a dress with like a full like full like dress skirt to it. Like this one like goes to the floor basically. So like I've never wore anything like that. Like I am cramped bedroom, sounds familiar. Yeah. It's actually a lot bigger than it looks if I had it. Oh my god, Toasty. You ever just decide to fully memorize Jeremy or Mr. Cringe? Not specifically, but yeah. To get the cutest dress the other day, cute past knee length, low cut dress with pockets. Oh, very good. Pockets are always nice. But yeah, so, and I have a few like cute dresses, but like oftentimes like if I'm wearing like you know, some fluff under to like whoosh it up a little bit. That's probably not the way to word that, but like, you know what I mean? Like to fluff it up a little bit. Like I said, it's always with skirts. It's not with like a dress. So it's just different. It's just different. Hoop skirt is an experience. Really, like, goddamn, like it does like absolutely like flip up. Maybe not flip up, but like it's way more unwieldy than what I thought it would be. But yeah, I'm scared of hoop skirts because I'm a clumsy bitch at the best times. Blah. I'm telling you right now, I put this thing on and I knocked over my lighting like 4 times. Like 4 times in like 10 minutes. Like I think being clumsy is a little bit of the fun of it, honestly. Yeah, this thing's gonna be my enemy. Yeah, like I knocked over my lighting, I knocked over this table right here. I knocked some stuff off, like, off the table over there. I knocked my mirror over. Like, oh my god, what a mess. But that's more I think to do with the size of my room than necessarily. I mean, it is a big skirt. It is big. It is a lot. Anyways, but it's been an hour. I should probably get into our game for the night, which is going to be Resident Evil Village, and then we're going to be doing Dead Estate Assignment Anya, which the Dead Estate update just came out today, so it's brand new content. And it's really interesting. They're taking the game and completely changing the genre of the game, but they're using the same engine and they're packing it in as a free update to Dead Estate as an alternate mode, which I think is really cool. And I wear both sets of petticoats at once. I'm always knocking things over. Yeah. But yeah, we should get some games in. To be fair, like I said, sometimes the conversation needs to be pursued, and I felt like it was important today. I mean, it's always important, but it's like, yeah, I'm hoping I'll get to Dead Estate. Admittedly, I'm coming into the stream really tired. I kind of had a really full day, so I don't know if it's gonna be the longest stream tonight. I'm gonna probably hold off and doing another 10-hour, especially since I am gonna be streaming Friday. I'm gonna be doing a short stream. I'm gonna be joining some friends on Saturday for a short stream. I might not be on here. I might be on their streams. And then I'm streaming Sunday, so it's gonna be busy right up until Christmas Day. What else did you do today? I had like some work to do. Also, like I said, I was trying on this dress and I took some photos and stuff and trying that out. But I just had some work and stuff I had to take care of, and it was just busy. I had to also do bank stuff, so that was also. Everybody loves the bank, right? Yeah, not gonna lie, dresses fishnets, docs is a little hell yes. Yeah. Fishnets are something that like I always I struggle finding good fishnets. Like, I don't know if there's like just a place online where I can get good fishnets. Like the thing is you can find fishnets, but finding good fishnets, you know? I think the problem I have is like most fishnets you run into, and this isn't to say that they're bad, but like are like actually like the weave of it is open, and I feel like what I would want from a good pair of fishnets is if it was actually just like a pattern on an actual pair of like hose or tights or whatever. Like if it was actually, you know, no actual holes in it, because it feels really I don't know if oranges are packaged this way in other places, but like here when you buy oranges, you often get them in like a netted like bag, and it kind of looks like it leaves like marks on you that look exactly like that, and I just have never been able to shake that. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, mesh bags, yes. Which, I mean, let's be real, that's basically what it is. Yeah, I also need to get some new boots. Yeah, I need to get some new boots. I think I typically like boots with like that run a little higher than what docks typically do, but docks are pretty cool. Yeah, I went to Pride wearing tights and was like fishnets around the thighs. It was a really hot day, and I just, oh, you sunburned. Yeah, you burned with the marks, and yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, there's some higher docks. Can I, like, find me a good pair of, like, docks with, like, you know, some height to them. Not heel height, I mean, like, I don't know the term for it, like, the actual, like, boot height. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. There's some. I found some right away. Yeah, I see, like, I like boots that go right below the knee. That is like perfect boots in my, like, for me. Like, I love that. Fishnet sunburns, or are they grill marks? You've been lightly grilled. Yeah. That's it. That said, actually, like half calf, like boots that go up half calf but are left like open are a real mood. I think that like is a cool aesthetic. Calf, yeah, exactly. Like, please no grill cat girls. Okay. Without further ado, we should get in. I just have a lot of gender euphoria today, I guess. So I'm just like, we're a little fueled by it. We need to get to the village. The village is waiting for us, everybody. Yeah. Also, how's the microphone sounding? Am I sounding a-okay?